This playoff stage, and they've done far more than that. They're in this final stage. I do think it's going to be tough playing up against this FPX attack, but yeah, you know, I think they can handle it. You know what? I'll give this one to G2.
Okay, you're going to give this map to G2. I'll stick with FPX for now. They picked the map. They look better overall. We'll see how things develop, though. For here, FPX attack side, couple of pistols to play with, and a bit of aggression out of G2 that they haven't quite caught just yet. We're going to see a couple of skirmishes going down, and it's G2 coming out ahead in those. Now able to just back off and play the default holds on the sites, as they've got more than enough of an advantage. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they want a little bit more. Looks like Nukia got greedy, went out for a peek on middle. He's lost his life. I expect the rest of G2 will be a little bit more cautious at this point. Problem being, you look at Meadow over there on B, he's all by himself. And FPX, well, they're tending towards this area, slowly making their way over.
30 seconds left.
Detected. Looks like they're going to try to blitz on out the cage on the right. They've been spotted out by Meadow. He'll get the snake bite down, but not quite in time. Zipban goes bolting through it to take the opening. The shot connected by Sagetsu makes this so difficult now. The spike can actually be planted if they get around, but there's the shot. Avova connects it just in time, and he's going to be able to delay them a couple more seconds. That plant, though, it's going down by Zipban. They're not able to catch him. There's the shot. 3 kills already under his belt. 1 more to find. It's so close. Mixwell down to 1 HP, and the shot will be found by Zipban. FPX get the first.
4 seconds, they were running it down, trying to push on Tim, and then you just have this reaction shot from Zipban. And one of the things I was tempted to tweet it during the break, but, well, first you could never tell exactly the delay, but whatever. But I feel like his development as a player, like, he's another one, considerable to Xiao as well, or comparable even, where they were sort of like raise one tricks when we first saw them. Like, they'd use, maybe they wouldn't even really use jet that much a lot of the time. Now this man seems to be a jack of all trades, but to an incredibly high level on it as well, something that for such a young player is incredibly impressive.
An unbelievable round to start things out, and if you're G2, you're trying to come into this one positive and, you know, really shake off all those negative vibes that are stuck with you from the previous map. Well, when someone comes in and does that to you on round 1, it's certainly not going to work any miracles for the mental. And they've invested a decent bit here. It's mainly into marshals, but the problem is when you look at these G2 players, nobody has got shields to work with. So those marshals will need to connect a headshot or 2 body tags in G2's hands, but FPX only need to hit it in the body, and it's as easy as can be. Now, they will at least be able to find Batty G, but from here, you know, we're talking about ranged fights against rifles, against scoped weapons. That's predictably going to go in FPX's favor, although they end up losing Zipban as well, so a little bit of damage.
Up in the roles is Avova going onto a KO. I think that obviously he's normally known for someone who is more of that sentinel player, so giving him a little bit more freedom and maybe even the opportunity to be a bit more proactive as well, which even on his Omen he used to be.
This run here for G2, they've got rifles and they've pushed mid-tom. Look at how fast they're coming down here to try and reinforce the A site. Hoodie is going to hold on well with a nice shot connected. Avova, though, has been spotted. Still, the rest of his team are here to help, and Hoodie just keeps on delivering, tapping away with the Guardian in hand, and leaving Sagetsu to do it all. Although Hoodie is low and maybe Sagetsu can get that kill, it's Mixwell and Meadow that I'm worried about. You know, these guys are on full health. They're up against a Bulldog as well, so it's not even a world where if Sagetsu can hit the headshot that he wins, he's actually got to hit the headshot and then some more. You know, follow up that spray onto the body, and you're seeing here that ain't going to be too easy now that they know where he is. They've got to crossfire up, and yeah, there's Hoodie. That was a one-shot kill. The rest of these are going to be tough with 40 seconds left.
Even still, though, any extra damage he can do, it's not bad. Like, sure, they definitely did have a rifle other than this, but it seems like Meadow's got an incredible read on the scenario, and, well, it's not going to be anything more. But still, 3 kills when the likelihood is you're going to see FPX come back in with a buy here.
Buy? We saw last round super quick response from G2. They got pressured on A immediately. They were rushing down mid with 2 players. They had this wall in play to allow them a lot of cover on the move down. I like that for quicker rotations. The problem is when you lose the control now, like FPX have seized it, what do? And it looks like they want to fight for it and really crunch in on these players already. Nuke is able to grab one, Cloudburst and dash out of there. That's a free opening duel. And at this point, you're going to be pretty happy to give up mid control for a man advantage.
Well, they know as well that it's possible that someone at this point has managed to slip the net. Bit of an awkward fight, and whilst I get to he at least gets one. Now the push coming to get back through, and Mixwell's looking to try and take some extra ground. He's going to walk into the majority of the opposition, but he gets away with it. And now even has support to try and hold on to that cross as well. He won't be able to escape the drone, but he will be able to escape the players.
Yeah, that aggression might seem crazy, but he was waiting for this rotate to come through from Nukia. You know, for a split second, he was vulnerable from being pushed from both B main and from middle. Because remember, they've given up that control. So he pushes up main, takes the angle for a moment. They happen to peek him, takes the kill, runs away. And Nukia just slips out from backside, takes that double as easy as can be. I mean, they played perfectly into G2's hands there, unknowingly, of course. And now they're left with just pistols, just sheriffs coming into this round. Not even an ultimate to play with. You know, Angel just won away. If he could grab an orb or grab a kill, that would be fantastic to at least get the Blade Storm. But for the most part, we're expecting a relatively flat round to come out of FPX.
Well, he already got the first orb, so he can't take it again, unfortunately. I was wondering if they double back in towards B and just manage both, but obviously the second one in B has a lot more risk about it and normally has to use some utility and counter. On the other side as well, Nuclear has his available, so it's a round where it's going to be incredibly tough for FPX to get anything done. And again, they're almost just hoping that there's some sort of slip up or mistake. And by the looks of it, they're just going to try and burst in towards this A site.
And here's Avova canceling out the utility, so now closing in that distance so much more difficult, but Angel does a good job of it anyways. You know roughly where Avova is, although he's got backup. The Blade Storm of Nukia happy to take the fight on range. He's even coming in late. Maybe he can save that rifle. He can't because he's being shot. Oh, this is getting very dangerous indeed. Angel coming in with a quick kill. Now that Blade Storm's here for 2 and a little bit more maybe.
Wasn't here. And the way that he plays is just as aggressive. He's into the site. The fact is that Blade Storm could have come through a lot earlier. The problem was that the null command actually stopped him from doing it, so didn't really have the same impact in the early stages of the round. But the fact that when it almost looked done, where his teammates were dying, I'm impressed. Of course. It's because he still seems to just have that maneuverability of like any Jet who's been playing it for an incredibly long time. Like his dash usage is very good. His positional taking is very good. Like a lot of the time he'll just be using his dash to actually just get past certain angles that he knows people are going to be watching. And then also his Blade Storm, because it's very different to most weapons you're going to be using in this game. Like sure, if you're on a pro level, a lot of the time you can do some damage with it, but he looks incredible with it.
Yeah, it really is an interesting arc because, you know, I never want to imply because there's definitely going to be like the experienced CS viewer out there that knows Angel from his past will be like, yeah, of course he can deliver well here. And that's, no one's like, what, Angel's capable of this? No, it's not that. It's the fact that he pivoted to it with a couple days notice. And he's able to deliver this well.
After not playing for 4 weeks.
Exactly. He hadn't been playing, and then when he had been playing before that, it wasn't this. And he's pivoting into his own team with all these IGLing differences happening with Artis being in and Batty G replacing Angel, and then Angel having to come back in and replace Artis, and now he's playing this duelist role, and he's making it all work so well. It's just incredible what an insane player he is. FPX on the way to the B site. Mixwell's running away, has to use his anchor to get out of there. Zipman, oh, he's going to go down. That slow is deadly.
Yeah, this is already looking nigh on impossible. They need someone to make a mistake, and Mixwell holding the angle with an operator. Oh, okay, the quick switch. We've seen that one before, but he even chimes in with a third. The operator shutting things out, and this round in general was just an incredible amount of map control. Holding all the way into the spawn. You had players making sure that the connector was covered. You can see exactly where Avova is even in this moment, and then you just had Mixwell basically holding the line with almost the bait in the end of Meadow, who could have just swung at any moment to kill off the remaining players. That's a beautifully executed round from G2, and